All right. So if you've never seen me before, love to me is that force or energy that moves through all vibrations. Okay. So I could be talking about your family. I could be talking about your career. I could be talking about you. I could be talking about your money. I could be talking about your love life. I could be talking about your coworkers or your job. It kind of depends on where your focus and energy has been as to what I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be just one thing. It can be a couple. All right. So I'm going to take a deep breath because I don't like doing this sometimes, but it's really, really important for us. I just want some good news for you guys. Like, I just want some great news for you. And it's right there. I can feel it for like the aquas. I can feel it. It's like right there. But like this week, you probably had a heck of a week. I almost cursed. I'm sorry. You probably had a heck of a week, right? And so this was sort of the time to just stay back, not do anything because everything you did was just bam, bam. You hit a wall. It didn't work. It's not going to do it. What do I do? Blah, 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 right? Hang in there. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. I can just feel everybody like, listen, I trust the universe and I'm listening to you, Cindy, but it's not working. I know. I know, I know, I know. All I can tell you is what I can tell you is that it's like right there. And October 10th, if not before, it's just sort of trickling out because there was so much stuff, Aguas, that we had to clear. So much stuff that you had to clear. So much stuff that you had to make a decision about that you hadn't made before. So many times that you went one way and should have gone another. Not because not because Spirit wants you or the universe wants you to go another. It's because you wanted to do another thing, but you were like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, back and forth, back and forth. And so you went this way because it was going to appease everybody and make things easier. And really, that's not what you wanted. So now you're having to go this way. And to do that, you can't just leave this way. You have to like clear. You have to clear because you're an aqua. You have a huge responsibility to humanity, to this earth, to this realm, to this lifetime. So you can't just say, well, I'm going to dump that and come over here. You can't. You know that. You understand that on a deeper level. So hang in there. Okay. So in your first position, you're going to be dealing with the separation. You're going to be dealing with either a breakup, and this one's pretty deep. So it's either a breakup or you and that person have to separate like locations. Okay. So, or you and your job, or you and your money for right now, or you and your family, or you and something. Someone or something you have to separate. That's like in your now, right? And if it hasn't happened and it's going to happen, hang in there. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there because their advice is the 10 of Cups. It's deep. Whatever this is, it's deep. But they're saying to get to the space, to the life, to the experience that you're really, really wanting before you go through this life, to get to that, these things are needing to happen. And Aquarians, like, if it's not one thing, it's another, and it could be two or three things that are like happening all at once, right? So they're saying you're getting to a space where you're going to have exactly what you're wanting, but you're having to clear. And so I also feel, so they're saying this too. Just when you think that someone isn't there for you, they're going to be there for you. That makes sense? Just when you think. So hang in there. Hang in there. Oh my God, I can feel your heart. Okay, you guys got to back it off. I can feel your heart. Oh, okay. Now, in your third position, your recent past. So you had some beginnings starting. You had, whether it was a relationship or love or maybe even dating or some projects that you were working on or like family things that were happening. You had some starts that you were like, yeah, Yeah, this is it. This is it. I can feel it like revving. This is it, right? And so because of that, it's like, I wish I could explain it to you what I'm seeing, but like, because you have these beginnings, you have to clear this side. You have to clear this side. And that's why this is happening. Because where you're going is not the same vibration that you were in, or where that you are in. And so you have to like let go of some of these things, and let go of some of these people, and let go of some of these relationships. Okay. And I know it hurts you. I can feel that it hurts you. Thank you for backing it off, by the way. I can feel that it hurts you. So, and obviously I'm not talking to everybody, because everybody's like, it just depends on the degrees in your house that, you know, you're at for your ascending. And so I'm obviously not talking to everybody, but I can feel a lot of you. So whatever this start was, it's causing this, and this is needed to get to here. Okay. Now, in the first 2 weeks of October, you have the Seven of Wands. So they're saying, I know what I'm going to say. You're going to be like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. But I'm telling you, they're saying stand up and fight. Stand up and fight for what you want. Stand up and do what it is that you want. You are Aquarian. You can do this. Keep going. Make the choices. Do what you need to do and move forward. Okay? Because it's what you're wanting. It's really, really what you're wanting. You've told the universe what you wanted. You told your higher self what you wanted. But you've got to get through this stuff. So there's going to be some stuff coming to you. I know like it's not enough coming to you in the next 2 weeks, but this is all about you. See that light that you're shining? You're like, yep, nope, yep, nope, yep, nope, right? Like, just handle your business. That's what I'm feeling. Handle your business, handle your business. With people, with relationships, with your money, with your projects, with your businesses, with yourself. Handle your business. Okay? Yeah. Like, they're having me, like, really, they want you to stand up and fight. And it's not like you can't. It's just that you're right at that end where it's like, it's about to break through. And I know I've been saying that, but you had to clear this other stuff. Okay, so from your higher self, I always ask your higher self in your fifth position, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in love? And you have the Five of Wands. So they're saying, in the fight, in the standing in your true self, in the claiming what has always been yours anyway, in all of that, they're saying, keep your ego in balance. Because what can happen is you get so irritated because you're just in that fight mode or in that standing in your truth mode, and little things can become big things. Okay. So really, really take note of the way that people are speaking to you, of the situations that come to you, of the relationships that come in right now. Okay. They're just saying, take a minute and take a breath. Do your counting 1 to 10. Something happens. Somebody says something, count 1 to 10. Just take a minute, count 1 to 10, and then say, okay, does this really matter? Is this really going to matter in a year? If the answer is no, then let it go. If the answer is yes, then stand your ground. Okay? That's what they're saying. Now, that's really important for you guys for some reason. In your sixth position, this is at the end of the 2 weeks. At the end of October, last 2 weeks, you have the Queen of Swords. So this is someone coming in. For some of you, it's a relationship coming in. The Queen, to me, it's not gender specific. The Queen means that they have the characteristics of an air sign. So you guys know it's a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, right? And this person has been through the ringer like you have, right? This person stands with their sword. This person has made their way to you, and this person's willing to help. I kind of feel like that's what they were talking about earlier. This person may be that person for you, where they're like, just when you think there's no one around that will help. Because you, Aquas, won't say anything to people when you need help. So you'll just not say anything, but this person will come in. That's for some of you. For others of you, it is a love relationship coming in. It is someone here to sort of help you open up, help you connect, help you understand about relationships in a different way. Yeah. For others of you, it's a business partner, but this person's like you. They're driven. They can get things done. They're very smart and think outside of the box. And they have the energy to make those things happen. Okay. But whoever this is, you'll know them because they've been through a lot, like a lot of losses, a lot of losses. Like, I think I said this in another video. It sort of perturbs me. That's just my opinion, though. It sort of perturbs me when people say he or she was an overnight success, because people don't understand. They don't see all the back of the self-sacrificing and the losses that person got to be to that success. It wasn't overnight. They've been doing it for a long time. It's just overnight that you saw them. But they've been working on their craft or their talent or their purpose for a long time to become the success. That's what I feel like this. Okay. Now, in your 7th position, this is your fear. Of course, it's the devil. So to me, this is about addiction. This is about lustfulness. This is about like having a good time and throwing care to the wind, and like just being in that time of enjoyment, right? And so your fear is, will I ever have fun again? Will I ever be happy again? Will I ever have someone that's by me that I'm so passionate about, and we're so passionate about each other, and that's my best friend, and like, that's your fear. Will that stuff ever come? And remember, a fear is there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. You already know that you don't want to be alone. You already know that you do want somebody that can match you, right? So you know what you want, you know what you don't want at this point, Aquas. So just focus on what you want. Focus on what that happiness and that passion would be like. What is that for you? Okay. Now, in your 8th position, it's funny because some of you are going to have 2 people come in. I just saw this. In your 8th position, this is the way a loved one will be dealing with you or viewing you in the month of October. So for some of you, you do have a Leo coming in. So it could be this person that's like on target with you. They understand you. They help you. They want to collaborate or partner with you in your business. Like, I feel like that person, and they see you as very intuitive, very focused, very driven, and able to accomplish what they want. That's how they'll be dealing with you. For others of you, I feel like this is the universe saying, this is that shadow side of you, right? And it's almost where it's aligned, and it just takes the strength. It takes the strength, it takes the focus, and it takes the not giving up for you to get to where you're supposed to get. Okay, so continue to do that. Continue to walk in your truth. Continue to walk in your truth, because you're almost there. You're almost there. Yeah, you're almost there. That reminded me of where the planets are aligning to. Yeah, you're almost there. Now, in your 9th position, this is your hopes and dreams, but to me, this is the outer realm of the energy that you're bringing in. You have the 3 of Cups, so you do have a break coming. I mean, hello. It doesn't mean that it's finished. A 3 of Cups to me means that it's a place where you get a break. Like, you can breathe and say, okay, I am doing it right. This is going well. I did see something from the universe to indicate that, yes, I'm doing it, right? So I feel like that's coming. I feel like this is really important, whatever this is, and this. And then when this comes, or this person comes, or the situation comes. So let me say this. If you're doing this at the end of the month, this could be you in a situation where the energy is just like you're rethinking and you're thinking outside the box and you're getting it together and you're figuring it out and you're like doing it. Okay. And I feel like this comes in. Okay. Now, in your 10th position, this is the overall outcome of what you'll be working through. in the month of October. And look at that. Isn't that Jupiter right there? Sometimes we do need to let something lie. Sometimes we do need to not focus so hard on something to try to make it happen because it wasn't supposed to happen that way anyway. Not because the universe doesn't want it to happen, but because you really didn't want that to happen. Okay? So I feel like with the Four Swords, there's something that you're going to realize that there's nothing more that you can do about it, and you gotta trust. You gotta trust the universe. You gotta trust yourself. I feel like you'll be working through that. And I feel like with Jupiter here, isn't this funny? Because Jupiter's in Libra now, and Jupiter's in Libra right now. I mean, in this card. It's about relationships, but sometimes you have done already as much as you can do. And it's just a phase of life. It doesn't mean you failed at the relationship. It doesn't mean you failed at anything. It just means that life cycle is over and it's time for you to go into the new one. But because you're a fixed sign, sometimes you feel like that new one, there's no foundation. When really there is, you just feel like there isn't, right? So if you've done everything and it isn't going your way, it's time to relax the energy and just put it down, okay? Like, do your everyday things, continue to focus on what you want, but there isn't any more action that you can take. There isn't, okay? And I feel like you'll be finding the balance in that in October. I feel like you'll be finding the balance of, okay, I do need to make a decision about that. I do need to take an action about that, but I'm not going to do anything about this because I've already done everything I can. Okay. That's what I feel like you're going to be doing in relationships, in family, in love relationships and family relationships, in your businesses, in your purpose, and in you.